Today I'm going to be rebuilding the LA Lakers around Anthony Davis and LeBron James. LeBron James is 39 years old, so he probably will be retiring in the next season or two. So we're going to have to make moves right away to make us championship contenders. That way we could hopefully win LeBron James and the Lakers another championship. At the moment, we are the 6th seed with 17 wins and 13 losses. And I already have a few trades in mind. Obviously, we're not championship contenders at the moment, so we're going to have to make trades right away. And I have a few trades in mind that we could do, and let's get right to it. Also, make sure to drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new for more NBA content. Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump into trade number 1. We are going to have to trade away Austin Reeves because there's an amazing trade awaiting us, which I'll show you guys here in a second. And it is for, where is the trade? Right there, for Jamal Murray and Jerome Holmes II, where we send away Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. In my opinion, this is an amazing trade for our team, so we're going to be pulling this trade off. Sadly, we have to trade Austin Reeves to make this happen, but I'm totally fine since we are getting Jamal Murray on our team to be our new starting point guard. Let's go ahead and pull off trade number 1, where we acquired Jamal Murray as our new starting point guard. There's a few other trades that we're going to be making, so I'll show you guys what those trades will also be. Now we're going to be acquiring ourselves a new starting small forward. We're going to be trading away Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt. There's a lot of good trades we can get in return, as you guys can see. Chris Middleton, Lonzo Ball, Norman Powell, and Derrick Jones Jr. This is a trade that caught my eye. Norman Powell is an amazing offensive player, but there's another trade that also caught my eye, and that's for OG Anunoby and Cameron Payne. OG Anunoby is an elite defender, he's a good offensive player, and a good three-point shooter. And we also get ourselves Cameron Payne, who could be our backup point guard, another amazing offensive player, amazing three-point shooter. So I think we're going to be pulling this trade off here for OG Anunoby, where we send away Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, and Max Christie for OG Anunoby and Cam Payne. In my opinion, our starting 5 now is elite. Dalton Knecht isn't really the best defender in 2K, as you guys can see. He doesn't have the defensive badges. So if we could upgrade our shooting guard position, I will do that, but I'm not going to be trading away Dalton Knecht. If anything, he will be our 6th man. Let me see what else we can do to upgrade our roster, and I'll show y'all if there's any moves that we can make to upgrade our roster. Here's a trade for Derrick Jones Jr. and Kobe Brown, which we're going to be pulling off, where we send away Gabe Vincent and Christian Brown. As you guys can see, our bench is not really stacked at all, so we most definitely have to upgrade our bench. And I don't know if we're going to be keeping Derrick Jones Jr. or we're going to be using him in a trade. I think we may just use him in a trade to upgrade our bench. This trade, we're going to be sending away Jackson Hayes and Jerome Holmes II for Andre Drummond and Adam. Andre Drummond could be that perfect backup center for our team. He's been a Laker before in his career. So we're going to go ahead and bring Drummond on this team to be our backup center as of right now. We're not done there. I'm still going to continue to upgrade our bench. We can bring Malik Beasley back to the Lakers from the Detroit Pistons, where we send away Cam Reddish and Jalen Hood-Schifino. Malik Beasley will bring three-point shooting off our bench, amazing three-point shooter. And all we gotta send away is Cam Reddish and Jalen Hood-Schifino, which I'm totally fine with. Let's go ahead and pull that trade off. This is what our team is looking like as of right now. They do want Malik Beasley to be starting instead of Dalton Knecht, and I'm pretty sure his defense is better. Okay, so it's basically the same. So we don't have ourselves a good defensive starting shooting guard. So I may be trading away Malik Beasley and see if we could find that perfect defensive shooting guard that we could have as our starting shooting guard. So the Toronto Raptors are down to send us Abaji and Garrett Temple for Malik Beasley and a few picks. Abaji could be our starting shooting guard. We can move his position to be our shooting guard. He's an amazing defender and an amazing three-point shooter, amazing 3-and-D player. But I don't want to include this first-round pick, so let's see if we can get it done without a first-round pick involved, and we do. Perfect. That's it for the trades. I'll show you guys what our rotation is going to be looking like. Here's our new starting lineup with Jamal Murray, Ochai Agbaji, OG Anunoby, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Then off the bench, we're going to have Derrick Jones Jr., Dalton Connect, Campaign, and Andre Drummond. In my opinion, we have an elite rotation now, and I think we could be a championship team, but I guess we'll find out and see how things play out. And now I'll be seeing you guys either at the trade deadline if there's any moves to be made, or the end of this season. I'm stopped here at the trade deadline, and there's one position that I want to upgrade on our team, and that's the shooting guard position. Agbaji has been playing good, but I think Christian Braun would be that better starting shooting guard for our team. So I'm going to try acquiring Christian Braun from the Denver Nuggets, where we send them Agbaji and Robert Covington, who I got from free agency. We also have to take on DeAndre Hunter to make the salaries match. Let's see what they say, and they decline, but we could use a first round pick and see if they'll accept this, and they still decline. And we cannot use these two picks, so we're going to have to try to come up with something else. Maybe trading away Kobe Brown or a different player. Let me see what we can do. So I went ahead and traded away a few of our players for picks, and now let's see if we can get this trade done where we send away Agbaji, Robert Covington for Christian Braun. Instead of DeAndre Jordan, I put Conchar in here since his trade value is only 1 star. And let's see what they say to this trade, and they do decline, but this is where we can use some of our picks. I believe I got 1 first round pick and a second rounder in some players that I traded. I traded away Adam, and I forget who the second player was, but we traded away 2 players. The second player was a power forward who we traded for James Johnson and a pick. Let's see if they accept this trade, and they do decline. Let's see what they say with the second. So we may have to give up 2 first round picks for Christian Braun, which is a lot, but it's alright as long as it makes us championship contenders. And they still decline. That is way too much for Christian Braun, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. And now I'll see y'all at the end of this season, where hopefully that trade comes in clutch and could help us win a championship. At the end of this season, Luka Doncic wins MVP, Jared McCain wins Rookie of the Year, Naz Reid 6th Player of the Year, Wemby wins Defensive Player, Amen Thompson Most Improved, Trae Young Clutch Player, Jason Kidd wins Coach of the Year, and we win Executive of the Year. As you guys can see in the bottom left corner, we won 50 games and lost 32. Let's see if we get any All-NBA selections, which I think we should, and we get Anthony Davis on All-NBA second team, and no LeBron James. And we also get Anthony Davis on All-Defensive first team, which is really nice to see. Let's see if we get Dalton Connect here, which we should. He's on All-Rookie second team. He had a great rookie season, shooting 40% from downtown. And now we were the 4th seed, as you guys can see here, with 50 wins and 32 losses. So after getting Christian Braun, we played really well, but towards the end of the season, for some reason, we started playing really bad and losing a boatload of games. And in round number 1, we're going to be going up against the San Antonio Spurs, who basically have the same, they do have the same starting 5, Wemby, CP3, Devin Vassell. Let me show you guys the player stats before we jump into the playoffs. So Anthony Davis led the way with 23 points per game. Right behind him was LeBron James with 20 points per game. Jamal Murray with 19 points per game, 16 from OG Anunoby, 12 from Christian Braun, who played absolutely phenomenal. Derrick Jones Jr. with 10, 9 from Dalton Connect, and then the rest of the team. Now I'm going to fix up our player minutes, and then we'll get right into the playoffs. I fixed up the player minutes, and let's see if we can defeat the San Antonio Spurs and advance to the next round. Game number 1 is a loss. Jamal Murray led the way, but we still fell short, and we're down 2-0. AD had 28 points, Murray had 24, LeBron's 17. He's struggling. Let's see how OG's playing. He's playing good. The rest of our team is honestly playing good. I don't know how we're not winning these games. Oh my god, Christian Braun is struggling big time. Big time. We need him to play good in order for us to win. This is where I'm going to come up with a coach game plan, because there's no way I'm going to go down 3-0. So we're going to come up with a defensive coach game plan and see how things play out after that. So I came up with a defensive coach game plan. Let's see if that's going to help us here. win game 3. Jump into Simcast for the last few games, and so far they do have the lead on us. Hopefully we can run away with this though, and it's a back and forth and we lose, and we're down 3-0, and we're probably going to lose this series now. We lose in 6, even after rebuilding an amazing team. So this off season we're gonna have to make a bunch of trades because LeBron is already planning on retiring, as you guys can see right there. But we can overturn one of his retirements and then he's gone. So we're gonna have to make a bunch of moves this off season to make us championship contenders, and I'll do whatever it takes to make us championship contenders. Luka Doncic wins Western Conference Finals MVP. Jason Tatum Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Rematch of the 2024 NBA Finals, and the Dallas Mavericks win this time with a sweep, which is insane. So as you guys can see, LeBron James is trying to retire, but luckily we can overturn 1 year of his retirement, and this is going to be the only time we can overturn it. And then after that, we won't be able to. So we're going to have to make a bunch of moves this off season, hopefully make us championship contenders, and see how things play out. Brook Lopez, I'm going to let retire because in 2K he's actually, never mind, in 2K he was pretty good this season, but usually he's pretty bad, so I'll let him walk. Russell Westbrook, I'm going to overturn a few more players, and then I'll see you guys either at free agency or the NBA draft if we have any picks. I'm going to be firing JJ Redick because there's another better coach that we can get ourselves here. Where is he? That is going to be this guy right here. He has an 87 overall as a head coach, which is absolutely phenomenal. His name is Joshua Willis. So we're going to go ahead and offer him as much as money we can, $12 million a year, and see if he accepts, which he does. There we go, we got ourselves a new head coach, which I think should help us winning more games. Because JJ Redick, we had an absolutely phenomenal game, and getting defeated in the first round is pretty embarrassing. And now I'll see you guys at free agency because we have no draft picks. LeBron James declines his player option, which sucks, because if he walks, that's going to be horrible. We did all those trades for no reason. If he walks, we could have just traded LeBron James instead of trying to compete with him. But let's see if we're able to bring him back here, which hopefully we're able to do. I think we should be able to bring him back, and yeah, we do have bird rights on him. He wants a boatload of money, which we're going to go ahead and give him. We'll give him a 1-year contract. I highly doubt any teams are offering him something big, and yeah, they're all trying to give him minimum contracts. We're going to go ahead and offer LeBron James a 1-year $50 million contract, which he should accept, and he will. Perfect. And now we get LeBron James back, so we still have 1 more season of going for a championship with LeBron. We are going to be pulling off one of the most insane trades ever for Kristaps Porzingis to be our new starting center. Anthony Davis has been wanting to play the power forward position for the last few years, so we're going to make that possible. We're going to move Anthony Davis to the power forward position and get ourselves a stretch big in Kristaps Porzingis that could help stretch the floor. That way there wouldn't be a problem with Anthony Davis being our power forward. We're going to have to trade away Jamal Murray, Scottie Pippen Jr., who we got in free agency. The Memphis Grizzlies let him walk, so we had to match the salary that they gave him in the past, which was pretty cheap, so we were able to bring him on our team. And we're also going to have to send away Andre Drummond for Porzingis and Drew Holiday, which I'm totally fine with doing. Porzingis will most definitely help us get a lot more wins on our team. But Drew Holiday is regressed all the way down to an 80 overall, so we're not going to be keeping him on this team. I'm also going to look for a trade for Drew Holiday so we could get ourselves a new starting point guard. Another insane trade that's most definitely going to make us championship contenders for Darius Garland to be our new starting point guard. And all we have to send away is Drew Holiday, Aaron Wiggins, and Taurean Prince, who we acquired in free agency for Darius Garland, which is going to be an absolutely phenomenal trade. Now our starting 5 is going to be championship contenders. We have Darius Garland, OG Anunoby as our shooting guard, LeBron James as our small forward, Anthony Davis as our power forward, and Porzingis as our starting center. And I will see you guys at the start of this coming season. Here we are at the start of this season with our new rotation that includes Darius Garland, OG Anunoby of the 2, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Porzingis. And then off the bench, we're going to have Christian Brown, Dalton Knecht, Derrick Jones Jr., and Nick Richards, who we acquired in a trade to be our backup center. We have an elite starting 5, most definitely championship contenders, but we'll see what happens here. And now I'll be seeing you guys probably at the end of this season or at the trade deadline, obviously, if there's trades to be made. Let's see how we play in game 1, and it's a loss. But of course, the team chemistry needs to be built, so that's understandable. And now I'll simulate until the trade deadline or the end of this season. I'm stopped here at the trade deadline, and the reason for that is we're going to be trading away Kristaps Porzingis. He's been playing good, but the reason we're trading him is we have one of the worst defenses in the league. And I believe if we trade Porzingis for a better defensive big man, that'll most definitely help our defense. And he's also on an expiring contract and he doesn't want to sign an extension with us. So we'll probably be losing him this offseason for nothing. So might as well get something in return. And a trade that I liked here is for Bam Adebayo and Malik Beasley, where we have to send away Kristaps Porzingis and Jones Jr. But I'm going to try keeping Jones Jr. out of this trade because he's our backup power forward, the only backup power forward we have, and we most definitely need him off the bench. So let's see if the Miami Heat will accept this trade here for Porzingis for Bam Adebayo. Let's see what they say. And it looks like this trade isn't happening, but there's another trade here that I like that will most definitely also help out our defense. Let me show you guys which trade that's going to be. That's for Isaiah Hartenstein and Nikola Topic. We have to send away Bronny James Jr. and Porzingis. Bronny James Jr.'s time with his dad has come to an end, sadly, but this is probably going to make our team better. That's the reason we're pulling this trade off. Porzingis was good, but again, we have the 10th worst defense in the league, so we most definitely had to upgrade that. Now, I don't know if we're going to be making any more trades here. If there's any more better defensive trades that I can make, I'll most definitely make some and show you guys what trades we'll make. If not, I'll see y'all at the end of this season. And if we trade away Dalton Knecht, we can get ourselves Amen Thompson from the Houston Rockets, who's an elite defender, good playmaker, good rebounder, and a good scorer. The only downside to his game is he's not a good floor spacer, can't really shoot the 3-ball, but that's alright because he's good all around for the other things. But what sucks is we're going to have to trade away Dalton Knecht, and the reason for that is Dalton Knecht's defense in 2K is horrible. As you guys can see, his perimeter defense is a C+, and his post defense is a C-. So of course, if we trade Dalton Knecht for a good defender, our defense will most definitely get even more better. And another trade that caught my eye was for Ryan Dunn. He's a really good defender also, but I think Amen Thompson is going to be the best trade for our team. He's at 86 overall, 23 years old. He's going to continue progressing, so we're going to go ahead and bring Amen Thompson on this team, and then move his position to small forward, where is he? Right here, where his overall should go up. Okay, it stays the same, but that's all right. So that's it for trades this season, and now I'll be seeing you guys in the playoffs, where hopefully we can win LeBron James one last championship. I wasn't planning on making any more moves to our roster, but we are going to be making one last move for a different backup center in Jalen Smith. The reason for that is he's a floor spacing big man that could floor space beside Anthony Davis, Amen Thompson, and could help us get more 3-pointers. Obviously, Nick Richards was a good backup center to have, but he's just not a floor spacing big man. And at this moment, we need a floor spacing big man. So we're going to go ahead and bring Jalen Smith on to the Lakers to be our new backup center. And here's the new rotation. We have Darius Garland, OG Anunoby, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Isaiah Hartenstein, and then off the bench we're going to have Amen Thompson, Christian Brown, Derrick Jones Jr., and Jalen Smith. At the end of this season, Victor Wembanyama wins MVP, Ace Bailey wins Rookie of the Year, Amen Thompson, let's go, winning 6th Player of the Year. As you guys can see, he played absolutely phenomenal since he came on our team, averaging 12 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists. as well as amazing defense. Wemby also wins Defensive Player, Scoot Henderson wins Most Improved, Anthony Edwards Clutch Player, Greg Popovich wins Coach of the Year, and we win Executive of the Year. As you guys can see in the bottom left corner, we won 58 games, which is 8 more wins than the previous season. After getting Isaiah Hartenstein, we were a lot better than before. Let's see if we get any All-NBA selections. We do get Anthony Davis on All-NBA's second team. We should have him also here, and he is on All-Defensive second team as well. And we were the 3rd seed, and in round number 1, we got ourselves the Houston Rockets, who got themselves DeAndre Ayton. Okay, and they also obviously have Dalton Connect after trading us Amin Thompson. Let me show you guys the player stats for the regular season. The leading scorer was Anthony Davis, putting up 21.5 points. Behind him was Darius Garland, who also played phenomenal, averaging 20 points per game, 8 assists. So he was the main playmaker on our team. And then LeBron James, having the first season of his career where he didn't average 20 points per game, as he averaged 18 points per game. Well, a reason for that is he has a lot of help, as you guys can see. We have a lot of players in double-digit scoring. OG Anunoby, 16 points. Christian Brown, 12.5. 12 from Amin Thompson. Nikola Topic, we didn't play Nikola Topic this season. He'll probably be playing next season if we don't win a ring this season. And Jalen Smith was a good floor spacer for our team. Isaiah Hartenstein was absolutely phenomenal. After acquiring him, as I said, we won way more games than before. Derrick Jones Jr. And now let me fix up our player minutes, and then we'll get right into the playoffs. Fix up our player minutes. Let's see how we play. The Houston Rockets are stacked, so this is going to be a hard team to beat. They have a bunch of players off their bench, all 80 overall. They have a 10-man rotation with 80 plus overall players, and they also got themselves DeAndre Ayton as their 6th man, which is insane. They have Reed Shepard as their starting point guard. Let's see how things play out. Game 1 is a loss. AD had 29, 27 from Braun, but we still fell short. We only made 7 3-pointers. Game number 2 is a win. Let's go. James with 37, 26 from AD, 19 from OG. And we fall short here once again. For some reason, our team is absolutely great. We have great players on our team, but for some reason, we're not able to win the games we should be winning. With this type of team, we should have won more games in the regular season than we did. But I'm not sure why that's not happening. Can we tie up the series? And we do. James had 28 points, 10 assists, only played 29 minutes. And we do go up 3-2, which is amazing. LeBron James is going off. 34 points, 25-point double-double from AD. OG is also playing phenomenal, averaging 22 points. And there we go. We advance to the next round where we're going to be taking on the OKC Thunder. And oh god, we gave them Porzingis just to make them way better. Huge mistake. For some reason, Porzingis is not shooting good at all from the 3-point line. Good thing we traded him. 30%, below 30% from the 3-point line. Porzingis is a better shooter than that in real life. But this team didn't make any moves to their starting 5, but obviously their bench, oh god, they also have Jalen Duren, AJ Mitchell, who's up to a 79 overall, whatever. Let's see how things go. Game 1 is a win. Let's go. AD with 24, 21 from James. Game number 2 is also a win. That's what I'm talking about. AD with 37, Garland with a 19-point double-double. He's kind of struggling compared to the regular season, but he's starting to come back, which is great. Let's see how Christian Brown's playing. Struggling from the 3-point line, but playing good all around. And Amin Thompson's playing phenomenal. Derrick Jones is playing good. Hart is playing good. Oh, Jalen Smith, he's kind of struggling, but I mean, he's shooting 40% from the 3-point line. What else could we ask? He's shooting good from the 3-point line. Can we go up 3-0? And we do. Let's go. Garland with 40 points. That is what I'm talking about. And then, oh god, AD with 20 rebounds and 33 points. Let's go, bro. That's amazing. LeBron James, 15. And are we going to sweep the OKC Thunder? It's not a sweep, but could it be a gentleman's sweep? And it is. I thought this series was going to be a lot harder than that. LeBron James had a triple-double in the playoffs at 41 years old. Amazing. Bro is playing absolutely phenomenal, averaging 23 points per game. Garland had 19 assists. Let's go. This team is perfect. OG with 32. Amazing defense. 80 with 34. We have the best team in the league, most definitely. And in the conference finals, we got ourselves the New Orleans Pelicans, who don't have CJ McCollum or DeJounte Murray, but they do have Lauri Markkanen coming off their bench. Herb Jones, Misi, Cooper Flagg off their bench. That's insane. They have Cooper Flagg, but he is coming off their bench. Yeah, this team is lacking in the guard positions, but hopefully we could take advantage of that. Game 1 is a win. James with 36, AD with 32, 17 boards. Game 2 is a loss. So AD is going up against his old team. That is insane. The team that drafted him. Oh, holy. Their whole team double-digit scoring nearly. That is insane. Hopefully we can go up 2-1, and we do. Let's go. AD with 30 points, 16 rebounds. Zion, AD should be able to lock up Zion in my opinion. AD's an elite defender. We are up 3-1. Let's go. Garland had 26 from AD, and 20 from Christian Brown. The Hawks are in the finals already. Hopefully we get there, and we do. With AD winning Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 28.5 points, 13 rebounds, shooting absolutely phenomenal. And over there, we have Trae Young winning Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Let's see what their team is looking like. So they have Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Risachet, Jalen Johnson, who's up to 88 overall, Kungu, DeAndre Hunter, Mo Wagner, Bogdanovich, David Roddy. They were a play-in team, and they made it all the way to the NBA Finals. This should be easy work in my opinion, but let's see what happens. Game 1 is a win, 39-10 from AD. How did the Atlanta Hawks make it here? That makes no sense. So they beat the Toronto Raptors, who were the 2nd seed. And then they beat the Orlando Magic, who were the 3rd seed. And then they beat the Indiana Pacers, who were the 4th seed, who have Kawhi Leonard now. That is insane. And now hopefully we can defeat them, and they win game 2 against us. Trae Young with 27 points. Johnson with 21. Game 3 is a win. Let's go. AD with 52 points. Holy cow. Let's see what is. So the most points he's made in a season is 59. He almost beat that record. LeBron with 20 points. Can we go up 3-1? And we do. Let's go. LeBron James at 41 years old puts up 47 points, making 9 3-pointers. That's probably a career high for LeBron James. He tied his career high with 9 3-pointers made. It says right there. OG with 25, AD with 22. Amazing. Our team is phenomenal. And are we going to be winning the championship here? Let's see. What year would this be for the championship? The 2026 championship. Let's see. And we do, with Anthony Davis winning Finals MVP, averaging 30 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 4 assists, amazing defense. This is honestly phenomenal because LeBron James was going to be retiring this offseason, and there would have been no way for us to overturn his retirement since we already did that the previous season. So we were able to win LeBron James a championship before he retires. As you guys can see, he says it right there. My body is giving all the signs. It's time to hang him up. Luckily, we were able to win LeBron James's 5th championship in 2026 before his retirement at 41 years old. One of the greatest players ever. So this was a playoff stats for our players. In the playoffs, Anthony Davis averaged 29 points, 10 rebounds. LeBron James at 41 years old was playing at an elite level, putting up 23 points per game, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 9.5, shooting almost 50-40, which is insane. His free throw percentage was down, but that's all right because he played phenomenal all around. OG Anunoby, 18.5 points. Darius Garland, 18 points and 10 rebounds. Amazing get for our team. He took off the pressure from LeBron James. Had another ball handler on the team in Darius Garland, which most definitely helped LeBron James and the rest of the team. Same as Amin Thompson, good ball handler, good playmaker, good offensive player, good defender. 12 points from him, 12 from Christian Brown, 11.5 from Isaiah Hartenstein, who also helped our team a ton after we acquired him. So that was a good move for us, trading away Porzingis for Hartenstein. Derrick Jones Jr., 6 points. Now let me show you guys the player stats for the NBA final run that we had. 30 points per game from Anthony Davis, 23 from LeBron James, 20 from OG Anunoby. OG played absolutely phenomenal, 20.5 points per game in that final run. 13.5 from Christian Brown, 13 from Garland, who struggled in the NBA finals, but he was good all around. His playmaking was phenomenal. Amin Thompson, 13 points. 10 and 13 from Isaiah Hartenstein. Amazing get for our team. Derrick Jones Jr. and Jalen Smith, who helped space the floor for us as well. And that's it for this video. We were able to win LeBron James a championship before he retires. His 5th championship to be exact. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below what team you guys would like me to rebuild next. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.